Hey everybody. This wow, there is no, you know what, I'm gonna turn the music back on. We'll have that in the background for a second. Just underneath. If the song's gonna go. There it is. When are you kicking in? I know there's a beat in here. Okay, that's good enough. All right. Here's the deal. I have so many friends that know that sports games are bad, but they don't really understand that sports games are bad. My goal today, and probably for a while, I'm going to have a lot of these sports game experiments. This is a new episode of sports. The last one we did was on backyard baseball. I have a few concepts to cover today. Number one is going to be the second one we do, which is Madden works with a physical... The physics setup works off of stats, but it also works off of the height and weight of the players to determine whether or not a tackle succeeds, how hard a hit happens, that sort of thing. So keep that in mind for later. Today, right now, we're going to figure out what would happen. Does the Super Bowl change if the 49ers and the Chiefs have swapped their offenses for their defenses and vice versa? I'm not even going to play this game. I'll commentate. We're just going to sit here and see what the game does with people like where is he? Like Travis Kelce playing linebacker instead of tight end, and Patrick Mahomes playing middle linebacker instead of quarterback. That is what we're about to do. I don't know what to expect. Yep, I would like to continue. This is how we're going to play. Now, I do need to make sure that our console sound is working, but I probably won't know until the game starts, so we'll see what happens there. So, we're going to do a simulation. Simulation is authentic NFL style. We're going to play 8-minute quarters, no accelerated clock, no even teams. We're going to be playing in the Super Bowl, which was in Las Vegas, Wembley Stadium. I forgot that was a thing. Can I not make this a Super Bowl? It's okay. I want Raiders at 6:30. Oh wait, this is why. Super Bowl. There we go. That's what I wanted. No accelerated clock. Let's see what Madden gives us on this fine day. Okay, yeah, I do hear game audio. That's good. There's no... I had to turn the music off because it's all copywritten. Hell yeah, it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's in the game. All right. We're gonna skip the previews. Let's play. So, defenses and offenses have been swapped to similar positions. Quarterbacks are middle linebackers, tight ends are outside linebackers. The defensive line is the offensive line, and vice versa. Kickers have become punters, and punters have become kickers. Running backs are safeties. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you need to know. Wide receivers are corners, and vice versa. We're just going to see. I know it might sound strange to start with something where we're not playing. Here comes Cole Christensen at quarterback. I know it sounds weird to be like, let's start this out by me not playing. But the silliness of things is it can really go wild when you just let the computer handle everything. And there you go. There's the first. Our first play is a big gain from a safety. And Christian McCaffrey, who's actually the best running back in the league, just made that tackle. So that's fun. See Brock Purdy there in the middle. And they went back to Edwards on first down. Well, at least that's the commentary is still working nicely. Oh yeah, the athleticism of offensive lines, because they're all super small and and they're defensive linemen. So what you're gonna see is a lot more. Wow, they are really running the ball a lot. I know they're going to eventually need to throw the ball, and that's what I'm excited to see most. But also, none of these defenders are going to be good ball carriers. So fumbles, things like that are going to be likely to happen here as well. Now, if you would like me to take control of a team, I guess we can do like a donation setup for that. $5 makes me control a team for one drive, I guess. Okay, so they're just running the ball. So the computer knows their quarterback is awful, is what is happening here. Oh, they're throwing it. Oh, that was a good throw. For a yard. Oh, that was 5? I thought the line of scrimmage was way further up. All right. So it seems like the game is trying to do some like pickup to recover the horrific things I have done to it. After this drive, I'll show off what these rosters look like with their overall stats. So in Madden, 70 is like a backup, 80 is a normal, like he's going to start on most teams, and then anything above 80 is like going up and up and up into being a star, basically. So that was something I was expecting. If any team blitzes from the outside or their linebackers, the defensive line is not going to be smart enough to pick them up because they don't have a blocking stat. So I think we're going to see a lot of sacks today. Andy Reid's really pissed off that this is how he had to play the Super Bowl. I can't believe how bad the graphic is on the field. That is more the throw I was expecting, was just airmailing it out into off the field. And then the wide receiver just kind of watching it go instead of trying to catch it. All right, so we got a zone look. I can't. This camera angle is not great. Oh my God, he's just not throwing. 4th and 29. All they had to do was try to run the ball on second. They probably would have been fine. That's what I'm expecting, is a lot of sacks. Punters and kickers aren't going to be terribly different. They should be worse than normal. Like, that wasn't a good kick, but he made it. There is no stat that kickers and punters don't share, so I don't truly know why the game interprets things weird even when you change their positions. But that was something I noticed in testing, was like, kickers are just not very good at punting and punters are not very good at kicking, even with none of, like, they all share the same stats. They're not terribly different. If you just swap their position in the game, it shouldn't change things, but it was appearing to do so. All right, so after this kick return, we will look at the rosters. So the 49ers still have Christian McCaffrey returning kicks, which is who you want out there, but he's not going to be on offense. Instead, we have the largest, baddest man to ever play quarterback, Fred Warner. Oh. Yeah. Especially when you've never played quarterback before. Okay. A little dump down pass. Hey, Patrick Mahomes got a tackle. That's nice. All right, so I don't know why. Wait, can I not pause this? What's going on? Okay. What I wanted to do was check out... Oh, I can't look at coaching. That's interesting. That's okay. That's okay. What I wanted to look at was... oh, I can't look at those. Okay, that's fine. So basically what I wanted to take a look at is your quarterbacks are 12 overall. 60 is bad. The quarterbacks are 12 overall. There's a few players here and there that are better in certain spots, but most of these players are under 40. I don't understand how overalls work in Madden. It doesn't make any sense, honestly. But rest assured, Patrick Mahomes is not a good middle linebacker, and Fred Warner is not a good quarterback. I want to see some silliness here. So that was some silliness. That was a running back running directly into the arms of the defender. So, in fact, did he... Really? I can't open that menu without doing that? I can't look at review the play? I can't review the play either. Interesting. All right, that's fine. That is what I was expecting. I don't know what they were trying to do there. So we've already learned something bad about Madden, and it's that if you're watching a game, you can't control anything, including pausing to watch replays. You can only pause by opening the Xbox menu. Oh yeah, ready to take over. So that was not a good punt either. See, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't make any sense why the kicker would be a bad punter. Looking at their stats are the same. Or very similar, at least. There's not like a punter stat and a kicker stat. So I'm not really sure why the game interprets things that way. It's an interesting detail there. No blitz. Oh, wow. Christensen is actually playing well here. It looks really funny to just have like super jacked thick dudes throwing to super jacked thick dudes. So I'm looking for a blitz from the defense here. Nope. Right, I have a replay I need to see. Can I see this replay? Instant replay. Okay. Can we just take a moment to just who is this? Brock Purdy or Sam Darnold? I'm not sure. Okay, this is Sam Darnold getting absolutely destroyed. He doesn't even like. It's just. What is that move as a blocker? You're not supposed to just slam your shoulder into his head. All right. Can I not change sides now? Wait, what? Coaching? Options? Controller select. Okay. All right. I guess I have to technically play this, but I'm just not going to touch anything and watch what happens. Okay. 6 yards. Where is he? Why is he gloating? What happened? Okay. So we got another 4-3 look. This is not going to be a blitz either. And then another like just toss. Just gently float the ball over and your guy will catch it. That makes sense. This really does show you how like small offenses are compared to defenses. Like obviously the line is different and the receivers versus the corners are different, but wow, that was a good throw. Are the Chiefs gonna run away with this because they have a quarterback? Who knew that Christensen was a good quarterback? They didn't find a gap. He was double teamed. Okay. Extra point. That looked good. All right. So the Niners have done absolutely nothing. I'm tempted to take over and see if I can score with them. But I'll give them one more drive to prove me wrong here. What is taking this kickoff so long? Madden, what are you doing? Why was that presentation so like what was that? This is the 49ers' best chance to score, and then he got tackled by the kicker. He got tackled by the kicker. Okay. All right, this is a tight bunch formation. And they're just running the ball to 2 yards. Well, Niners are going to have to do something better than this. I want to see Fred Warner throw the ball. Come on. Come on, Kyle Shanahan. I know you hate to call good plays. God. Madden needs to work on their presentation. This is awful. I'm so glad that this just came out on Game Pass and I didn't have to buy it. Okay. That was a good run. I'm pretty sure he's pointing the wrong way, but that was a good run. Why are they fighting? And suddenly they're in the huddle. All right. So at the end of the first, the Chiefs are playing well for some reason, somehow. That wasn't truly expected. I will be playing the next game, but I just wanted to see how the computer handled this one. That was actually a pretty good throw. Linebackers are not wide receivers or tight ends. So there is something interesting here where the Chiefs have, I believe they mostly play a 4-3 offense. Or no, they do a 3-4. So defenses, there's two main differences between two different kinds of defenses. There's a 3-4 and a 4-3. And that's just saying how many is on the line and how many is behind the line, basically. I think the Chiefs have an advantage here because they run a light 3-4, which means that their linebackers are on plays more often. Oh, that was a good one. Because they're outside linebackers who are tight ends, who are naturally going to be more skilled at that position, because they're going to be on the field more often than the Niners side, you might see those edges be a little stronger. That time they weren't at all. Yeah, that was a shot of caffeine. I still can't believe how low poly that, or how low res that image of the Super Bowl graphic is. This game is supposed to play in 4K 60. Why would you have it so low? Like, it's clearly a tiny little image that they blew up. I don't get it. Why? Oh. Oh. Damn. I think that is the being able to stay inside the line is a stat. Corners are not going to be good at that stat. They're not going to be terrible at it, but they're not going to be necessarily good. Oh, that's a touchdown. Yeah, that's a bad call by the ref. That's going to be overturned. We'll skip it because that can take a very long time. And they called it a touchdown. All right, so the Niners scored. I don't have to take over yet. Boy, the presentation is... I don't know if you would believe me if I told you that Madden used to have pretty good presentation. Just based on this. Especially with how long this sequence takes all of a sudden. The first two times it didn't take that long. Yeah, let's get the ball. Come on. Let's kick it, please. Thank you. I do appreciate that commentators are better than they used to be in terms of fluidity. Even until like probably 2012, most sports games were like, at bat is Jones, and he is really a guy, like that's always how they used to do it. And like, same thing with Madden, you'd have, you know, and this quarterback, Mahomes, is really just something special. Like you'd get that all the time 10, 15 years ago. Nowadays, it's all really, really fluid. At least they have that down. But clearly the presentation doesn't feel like TV, and that was the original idea behind presentation. When I skip things, they don't have like a fluid way to talk through the skip. There are other games that do that well. NBA 2K has a lot of problems, but their commentary is really good, and that's something they do really, really well. Oh, this is a massive blitz. And it didn't work. It did work. He couldn't take the pressure. Christensen just fumbled. Well, he didn't fumble it. Just threw that one way out there. There was no chance. And Brock Purdy's getting praised for that for absolutely no reason. They're punting with 4th and inches. You guys, well, I guess it's fair. They don't have a quarterback that's especially skilled at just taking it himself. Okay, that was a good punt. That was a good punt from the kicker. All right, I'm giving... Hey, San Francisco might come back here. That's a good run. That's a good... Well... Oh! Turns out safeties are pretty good running backs when they're facing offenses on defense. This is also a problem that Madden has, is that, like, they don't have a fluid back and forth with their commentators. They're not commentators that broadcast together all that often. And so their scripts are kind of just, oh, that was bad. All right, I gotta... Oh, that time it worked. What? Okay. I gotta see the replay. All right. Instant replay. I gotta see this one. All right, so he drops back. Here's what I'm looking at, right? Is there anybody open, first of all? Like, he has a guy open here. He has a guy open here. Quarterback is not going to be smart enough to look for those things because he doesn't have any quarterback stats. The offensive line kept it together pretty nicely. They double teamed somebody that is the biggest defender there. That's a solid plan. This throw. So what is number 7 doing? I want to see what Ward's doing here. Okay. So he takes off and just cuts. Oh, he's just a sitting target. No. No, Fred, your pass wasn't that bad. There's no way. And the wide receiver didn't go after it. He just watched it. Wait. I need a better angle on this. We're going to follow Ward all the way through. Wait, I need to get his face. What is his thought process like here? He's like, yeah, I got my assignment. Turning around, watching the quarterback. He's ready for it. He knows he's open, even though he's clearly not. He's waiting here for a while and then just kind of watches it go. Is there any change of expression here? Oh, yeah. Okay, he's... Oh, no. Wait, did number 8 just disappear from existence there? Okay, no, he just kind of... This is something you'll see with Madden a lot. It's just like, oh, we're both going to be in an animation now, so we're just going to stick until we slide out of each other's way. All right. I do need to play... need to play one here, huh? Do I need to play one here? I can't tell. Okay, I have to play this one. All right. I'm gonna see if I can get it to Ward again. Hey, there you go. He was more tightly contested that time. That was a good throw. All right. There we go. So there are some things, like, the game still wants you to succeed. It's not going to completely screw you over when you're playing these teams, which is why I wanted to see what the computer did with itself. And that was a great moment we got there. So another stat in this game is ball carrier vision. Typically given to running backs and kick returners, so they can see where holes are, so they can run through holes and run where people aren't. That was a clear case where he just kind of like saw a stack of people and just ran at them because he probably has no ball carrier vision. Probably the same case there. 33 probably was supposed to, like, with good ball carrier vision, would have gone out to the sideline. But he has no ball carrier vision, so he just kind of was like, oh, defender? Cool, let's do this, and just kind of fell over with him. From the 32. Another run. And again, just running directly into defenders. Oh, is he hurt? Can't tell. Game does not let you know. Thank you, Madden. Everybody's fine. We're playing football still. No acknowledgement that somebody got hurt there, maybe, potentially. We're just playing. In fact, I think he's at the top of the screen here. Oh, that was a big blitz. That was not a terrible play. Run away from he took the route directly into a defender. All right. Are they going to run the ball here? Are they going to be good and just run the ball? They did it. We're good. First down. Okay. So Brown's still in the game, even though he clearly looked like he broke his back or something on that other play. We'll just skip past that. It's fine. So if you're just joining us, the Chiefs' offense is now their defense, and their defense is now their offense. And the same goes for the 49ers, and we're replaying the Super Bowl. I'm taking control here and there occasionally, but I'm really just curious to see how the computer handles this. We've had some good moments of just that happening a few times. Oh, we got 100 bits thrown all over the arcade floor. Thank you, Maximo. I appreciate you. I seem to have stumbled into a sports ball broadcast. I think I'm in the wrong stream. You are not. We have silliness coming. Okay, this is the first of the silliness. This is a linebacker playing quarterback. It's stupid. There will be another game I'm going to play after this, which I will be actively, oh God. I will be actively playing, because I have a goal for that one. I have like a focus. Okay, so replaying the Super Bowl is kind of doing things. Okay, torture time. You got it. Oh, we got a face mask. We got a penalty. Where was that? Okay, they're not going to show a replay. Thank you, Madden. I can always rely on you to be bad. I'm waiting on the torture wheel to load here. It seems to be broken. Hey, that wasn't a bad... Wait, what was the flag? There we go. Illegal touching? Wait. They didn't explain it. They just skipped it. What? Okay. What? Oh. Oh. Hey, we got a touchdown. All right. All right, where's the torture wheel? There it is. There you go. You got it. Joke's on you, Maximo. I should weight the Mike and Ike's less. I do have to grudgingly say that I'm kind of impressed with the graphics for this game. From a distance, it could be mistaken for an actual broadcast. Mocap's on point too. No, absolutely. It's quite possibly the only thing that Madden really does well is that the graphics look solid. They could be better sometimes. Like now, what? What was that? The graphics do look good. The facial captures are actually quite good. The expressions aren't great, but I would say 40% of players genuinely look like them when you zoom in on their faces. The Frostbite engine is actually solid for that. Oh! Oh no! That's going to be... I was expecting that to happen earlier with one of the teams. Camera going beneath the field was perfect. Yeah. Madden is a very broken game, but in like general surfacey graphics, not so much. It's pretty well done. A lot of times it's the only thing they do well, but you know, like we're playing on the Super Bowl field. Why is the Super Bowl logo like a 480p image that they just kind of taped on top of the field there? I don't know. But then you see it up close and it looks fine. It looks like straight edges. I don't understand that one. It's got so many artifacts. It does. It looks awful. So like it's one of those things where it's like you once you start to dig into it a little bit, you'll see some things that are really weird and off. You know what? Next time we look at Andy Reid, Andy Reid's a weird one. I've noticed that, so all of the coaches just kind of have their heads put on top of a base, like couple of head coach models, like for their bodies, which is fine, not a big deal. The problem with it is that to get some of the skin tones right, I think they have like white 1, white 2, white 3, black 1, black 2, black 3, Asian 1, Asian 2, Asian, like that's kind of how they have the skin set up. I'm almost certain Andy Reid is on like the lightest skinned black body. I'm not entirely sure why, but if you look at his arms, like where he has like his finger wrinkles and stuff, it's super dark. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That wasn't a great shot of it, so we can't see it for sure, but there we go. Receivers are not supposed to go and then go for it. They're supposed to, you know, catch and go. I actually like the fact that they use 24 frames TV standard for the game's animation. Helps the look. Yeah, I technically this game's supposed to run 4K 60, but it doesn't. It runs in 24. I don't know if it's on purpose or not. I really don't. Yeah. I really don't know if it's done purposely, but it does make it feel like television. Like, it's kind of obvious we're watching a video game, but like, if you were walking through a room and saw it on TV, you'd probably be like, oh, you're watching a game, huh? Especially when you're just observing, when you're not taking a team. If I'm taking a team, the camera angle is not the TV angle, so obviously that changes things. I want to see how this game gets to halftime. This is a really high-scoring game. That's not supposed to happen. There's a few giveaways if you know what you're looking for, but in passing, it's pretty impressive. Yeah, for sure. The number one thing that makes it obvious is the animations. There's a couple games that do this. I think NBA 2K doesn't do this anymore. MLB The Show absolutely still does it, although I think they've managed to do it less. Madden does it by far the most. When you press a button, you get locked into an animation. The animation finishes, and then the next thing happens. So you'll see a lot of like players celebrating and the play is not over, or players celebrating and punching people in the face, or like that happens all the time because there's no spatial awareness for a lot of the animations. They're just playing an animation. You'll see the same thing with like if they're trying to break a tackle or something, or like get out of a block to get to the quarterback or something. Like there are set animations that can happen in that circumstance. So you might have the defender like do a swim move, and the offensive lineman is locked into a move of like, it's a move to the left. So it may not make any sense, his reaction to it. Oh, Brandon Ayuk! Okay, and he ran. Okay. He's supposed to be good in open field. You're not supposed to run directly into a defender. It's okay. It's fine. Brandon Ayuk is my favorite receiver in the NFL. I love him. That made me happy. All right. Thing that makes it stand out to me more than anything is the players stopping in their tracks with no carryover momentum. Yeah, exactly. That is... There'll be a full sprint, then an immediate dead stop. That is the animation problem. So it's because they're locked into an animation, and then they get to another animation. Like, the animations might look good, but it doesn't look as fluid as it probably could. Wait, the Super Bowl logo on their uniforms looks great. Why does it look so... The NFL logo looks bad, too. Why are the field logos so bad? So when players have no tackling stat, they just kind of run into people with their body and hope that makes them fall over. That's what that tackle was. Was just like just bumping into somebody. Hey, they fell over because it was going fast enough. One thing that is nice is the Frostbite engine does take into account, what are you doing? What was that? The one thing that the Frostbite engine does do is it actually does take into account stats, but more so the size and weight of players to determine how, like, what hit should happen, how hard the hit actually is. Like if someone has a really good hit power and they're 7 foot tall, 240 pounds, or like 300 pounds or something, and they slam into somebody that is 5'5", that 5'5" player is going to get destroyed. I'm going to skip the halftime show. I don't care. So that is kind of like something that's interesting about the engine, and that is why I'm getting more into, you know, the next game is kind of that to an extreme. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we just sitting around? We're still waiting for the kickoff to happen? Is that what's going on? What is happening? These presentations are awful. The coach's hands were jacked up. Yep. Yeah, you're going to get that for sure. Come on, McCaffrey. Give me a touchdown. I want to see it. That's a perfect spot for him to take it through. And nope. He's the best player on the field and he's done nothing. It's okay. The home team can hot route faster. That's useless. Okay, so... Oh no, it's a blitz. He's just being silly. Yeah, McCaffrey knows this is stupid. He's just being more stupid. So that's the thing I'm worried about, is if the Chiefs just blitz every down, the Niners are never going to score. I'm definitely rooting for the Niners here. They're one of my football teams. I'm not a huge fan of the Chiefs. What are you... That's the ball carrier vision we talked about. Just, if he just kept going outside, he'd be fine. What was that animation? Instead of going hands to face, he was like, his eyes look dead. Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of dead eyes in this game for sure. That is where you notice it the most. Fred Warner's 10 for 18. Okay, see, you get those. You get pelvic thrusts directly into a dude's face because of those locked out animations with no like consideration for anything else. Is the punter kicking or the kicker punting? And actually, not a bad punt. He called a fair catch? Why? I've seen more life in Mortal Kombat characters' faces after I performed his fatality. It's very true. We've hit a wall. Some would say it's almost like our defense is playing offense. Wow, I didn't expect an offensive lineman to win out on a rushing tackle there. That was nice. I was not expecting that. It looks so funny having such a massive dude playing quarterback. That's awesome. As he throws it on the ground. Got a player named after a Lorax character. Who is that? I don't know the Lorax. I'll be honest. I love Dr. Seuss, but oh, Sneed, yes. Okay, yep. I actually don't know the Lorax. I like Dr. Seuss, but that's the only Dr. Seuss thing I don't know. Oh, no! The tackle was terrible. The Darius Sneed. There he is. There's Sneed. You called him and he got it. I love just. He could have just taken another stab and been on him, but instead he just dove. Just no. No. So there was a great play I had in testing. The other game we're gonna play, where a quarterback took a sack, and the two guys that sacked him just stood up and were like, "Yeah!" The problem was their sack caused a fumble, so they were celebrating openly and like, "Yes, yes, yes, yes!" Oh, on top of a ball that was a live ball. So I'm hoping we see some silliness like that coming soon in the next game. All right. And in fact, the next game I might actually play it twice. One for the ultimate like level of silliness and one to do the full experiment I'm trying to do. Did McCaffrey just get tackled by a quarterback?